Hello, and welcome to the screencast on harvesting spare cycles on the Windows operating system. My name is John Warnke. You'll find that Silverline has three primary use cases: harvesting spare cycles, what we're going to demo here, event triggering and event monitoring, and application SLA management. And of course, we always like to point out that when you use Silverline, it requires no changes to the operating system or the applications that you're going to use it with. And when we talk about spare cycle harvesting, what we mean is running an application with only the spare cycles, the leftover cycles that aren't used by other applications. And there's two ways to do this on the Windows operating system. Let me show you both right now. Well, first is what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest spare cycles to run my backup. Perfect example of a service that needs to run. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm first going to bring up the Silverline control panel. So I'm going to click the Start button in all programs. And I'm going to click on Librado Silverline. And I'm going to open up the configuration, Silverline configuration. And when this screen comes up, there's a couple of tabs at the top. I'm going to click on Silverline Services. What's listed in here is all the services that are running on my system. And I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom to the Windows Backup Service. And in doing this, this builds a complete list of services that are running on your system. And I get down to the bottom here, and I left click to check the box, and then I right click to tell it that I want to harvest the cycles for this to run the backup, and then I click OK. And now what I've done next is, because backup service got started on its own at boot time, I need to restart that service. So I clicked on the control panel, System Administrators, Tools, and Services, and brought up this window where I then clicked on restarting the backup service to get it restarted. A simple reboot would have done as well. Now the last thing I need to do is I'm going to start a backup. So I'm going to click on my Start and pick my Windows Backup tool, and once it pops up here, I'm going to say that I want to back up now, and then I'm going to take a quick break for 30 minutes. I'm back now, and I've gone to www.librado.com, and I click on Servers after I've logged into my account here, and I pick the server that I ran that backup on. And here you can see that backup has been running because it was silverlined and harvested. I can see that there's some green area of the harvested cycles. And I can turn this off and look at just what other applications were running and how much CPU they were using. Or I can look again and turn off the primary and just look at what was used with the harvesting. And you can see that. Now particularly you may want to notice that at 1040 I got 100% CPU utilization, and you notice that Silverline basically slowed the backup down in order to make room for there was enough headroom for the primary application to run unaffected. And you can drill down on this further if you want to see more detail about that and find out what was actually happening. The second way you can harvest applications is to use any of the shortcuts on the desktop. So you can simply right click on the shortcut and tell it you want to Silverline this shortcut. And after you've done that, you right click on it a second time and you pick what you want to do here, and here I want to pick Harvest. In this example I was using Internet Explorer, so now anytime I run Internet Explorer it'll use just leftover spare cycles. So if you find this interesting and want to learn more about Silverline, visit us at www.librado.com. Thank you.